Hello learners. In this video we're going to look at how to insert a line graph into Microsoft Excel and into Google Sheets using our using our speed and time data for our acceleration graphing assignment. Alright, now the only real challenging part about this is making sure you've got the format set up correctly. Alright, so you want to have your data in columns. Now I've got 3 different intervals here. For your assignment, you're only required to do a maximum of 2 intervals on one of the graphs. So I'll show you how to do an even easier one of these graphs later. But I wanted to show you this example because it's the one that you saw in the video. Alright, so what we're going to do basically is just highlight our data, and we want to make sure we have our data in columns, and you want the headers on there really more for you than for anything else, because as we're going to see, those headers are not actually required in the graph. And so you're just going to highlight, you're going to go to insert, and then when you come over here you would think that you would put in a line graph, but as we can see it doesn't really like the line graph as a single graph. It keeps wanting to make it 2 separate lines. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to insert a scatter plot. Alright, so we're going to do a scatter, and I want to do this scatter with the lines and the markers because I want to see those interval points. Alright, so all we'll do, and again you can kind of hover over and see, you can kind of see what the preview would be, but we're going to do the scatter with the straight lines and the markers. Alright, so the only thing I don't really like about this in Excel, and normally I like Excel better than Google Sheets, but Google Sheets does this a lot better, is Excel puts this title in here that's actually not accurate because it's pulling from this heading right here, but this graph is not a speed graph, it's actually an acceleration graph. So I'm going to delete that. But that's it. I mean, that's as simple as it is. And so you're just highlighting your data, going to insert, and selecting that correct graph type. All right. Let's hop over to Google Sheets and we will look at how to do that here. So same data set as before. So again, we're just going to highlight it. And when I go to highlight, I'm going to go to insert and I'm going to go to chart. And Google actually does a really good job. When I click chart, it doesn't really give me any options. It just sort of figures out what I want to do. It gives me the title. It gives me the axis labels, and I can make some changes and adjustments over here if I want to, but it really did a good job of setting this up exactly how I wanted it to look. All right, the only thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have the interval markers, but I'm okay with that. I could probably figure out how to put those in there. But on this one occasion, Google Sheets actually does a lot better job of getting your data. Now I would ask you, if you do this assignment in Google Sheets, to actually export it as an Excel spreadsheet so that you can attach it into your assignment a little easier. You guys know sometimes we have some trouble getting Google Docs and Google Sheets and shared files to show up, and I have access to them. All right. If you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate to come to Digital CI, and we'll get you squared away.